G'day, hello. Today we're going on one of my favourite walks. We're going to head under the rail bridge and under the road bridge here at Upper Hutt, and we're going to walk up the cycleway. And last time I was there, I was quite surprised. I hadn't been there in a very long time, and because it's got some major renovations going on. I thought they would be good to see. So, we're off. He's just gone underneath the rail bridge there, and it's always good to have a look at a bit of the graffiti that's on the walls around here. Looks like the council have been around and painted everything grey. Wish they could do some brighter colours, really. Just going to head through this gate here, and now we're onto the Lower Hutt cycle path. So after we've gone underneath the bridges, we're going to take about a 5-minute walk up that direction, heading north on the true left of the river, and we'll get up to a small stream. So on the side of the path over here, we've got some Kowhai trees coming up. Looks like they've got the first yellow blossoms on. We'll go over and have a look. Oh yes, I haven't seen, these must be the first Kowhai flowers that I've seen this year. There we go, nice and yellow. Definitely got all the seed pods still here. These are always quite good to plant. Anyway, we'll see. Anyway, we'll see more native plants and trees and flowers up on this walk. Now, one of the giveaways that there's been a lot of change going on around here is this paddock over to my right here. And for those of you who are local, this used to be where the golf driving range was. It's gone now. The paddock has been dug out, and it is now, well, what looks like to be a lake. And in the far distance there, you can see a lot of earthworks with a lot of plantings on them. And that is the first sign that something has changed around here. And so now we're entering the little path that runs beside the Mawaihakona stream. This runs all the way up to the old Silverstream school, and been recently re-gravelled. Looks like the volunteer trust group who maintain this track have got a bit of funding for a bit of the upkeep. Now, I guess what I like about this place is that the stream is so crystal clear and it's always running. It has a lot of watercress growing in it, and it's always quite a relaxful, peaceful place to come to. So I've taken a bit of a long lunch break in order to come in and show you this, and with any luck we'll be able to point the GoPro over at the next bit of engineering that's going on. So it looks like we've come up against a bit of a hurricane fence here. It looks like the construction for this is still going on. It looks like another big lake is being dug out in that direction. And if we follow the fence line along here, past these very noisy paradise ducks I can hear off in the distance, we can see the other lake. And if I'm not mistaken, off in the distance there's some tree stumps sticking out of the water over there. And I can't imagine that they've put them there, so they must be old tree stumps that have been remnants from a forest that have been cut down, then unearthed by the diggers and the bulldozers. Anyway, get back to the path. So I guess over the years the locals have been planting this stream up. We've got a native totra plant here, and they're all very spiky. And here's another Kowhai tree that they've planted up here. This one's not flowering though. Got a couple of dogs behind me traipsing along without their owners at the moment. Looks like they haven't put the rest of the gravel down on the side of the river. It's still pretty muddy in a few places. And here we are, stretching the knowledge of my native flora and fauna. This is a remu tree with its long dangly leaves. But this track has been shut down while all this construction's going on, so I don't know how far we're going to get. As I was saying, it was a big surprise when we came out here for a family walk and everything was shut and closed down. Oh yep, here we go. Another small remu tree coming in here. Very dark green, quite spiky. Grow to be huge trees, to remus. That's what my house is made out of. Big, huge remu floorboards. The sort of wood you have to drill holes in order to bang nails into because it's so solid. It's getting quite dark here. Underneath another totra. And over here it looks like we've got a small trap box down here on the ground. There we go. That one's nailed into the ground with a couple of waratahs. I don't think people want that moving, or any vegans coming along and throwing the traps into the river. Not that I'm particularly anti-vegan, but some people don't like traps, even if they are for killing stoats, mustelids, rats, maybe not possums, that one on the ground. Oh, look, here's another place we can come in and have a look. Oh yeah, we've got closer to those stumps in the riverbed now. In the bed of the lake bed. What do you think they're going to use this for? I think they're going to use it for stormwater storage. Over in the distance there, they've got some power poles and they're up on the islands. So that'll make it hard for somebody to change the cables one day. They have to call up for a punt and a trailer and a big ladder that can go on a boat. So anyway, let's get back onto the trail. It's not a very big one, this. Well, there is still the roar of the traffic here. Still a bit of a problem for New Zealand not investing in its infrastructure, I guess. A lot of our roads don't have car noise barriers, so people have got to put up with the scream of the car tyres and the engines and the sirens. So I think it's been opened up here a little bit more. There's a long footbridge here behind me or in front of me. I think that goes through to Silverstream. I'm told by the locals that there are eels in the water by this long footbridge, as there are anywhere in New Zealand. But it does surprise me how clear the water is here in New Zealand and this stream. There's a lot of watercress, there's a lot of plant, it's very clear. It's quite unlike a stream flowing through, say, a dairy paddock. It's quite unlike the Hutt River. But I guess that is what happens when you have a stream that flows through a forest. Gets all those particulates filtered out. Maybe stops the water from becoming so cloudy and mucky. Looks like they've got another boardwalk up here that they've put in. Let's go have a look at that. Oh, this is very new. I've not been on this part of it before. Well, new to me. A few skylarks out singing today. Oh, there's a patch of blue cap cloud above me. So this is a fantastically long boardwalk. Just wends its way over the river a couple of times. So I think it's a bit too fast for eels here, and it's taken a lot longer than I was expecting it, so I might have to head home and get back on the computer and start work again. But it's been a refreshing little trip out. The weather has not been very nice this winter. In fact, it was snowing and sleeting and horrible in Wellington last year. So it's quite nice to be able to dash out and to get a bit of fresh air. I might come back here later on in the week and take a few photos, especially of this new boardwalk. It's quite nice looking. Oh no, here's a hairy sheepdog. Hey sheepdog, going for a wander by himself. Anyway. Oh my goodness, that was a good walk. Just finished that. Coming back out here, got these couple of concrete culverts here, draining the whole river through the flood banks into the Hutt River here. And we can see them flowing down into the particularly muddy Hutt River across the way. So I guess one of the questions I haven't answered is, why are they doing this? Why have they dug up the ground and taken all the earth and put it over there? And the answer is a housing development. All the land across there to the left now as I head back to the car park, that was all flood prone and unable to be built on. Until recently it's just been farm with the paddocks, maybe the occasional cow. I don't really know about that. And I guess they've dug out all the earth, moved it up over there, and they're going to build a housing subdivision on it. And I'm imagining that all this is going to turn into some form of lake. Just seen a tunnel across the road. It's got a bit of graffiti on it. Here, let me see if I can show it to you. Just across the river there. That might be good to check out one day. I wonder where that leads to. Back to the car. That was a fun walk. Whew. Hope I can find my keys. Here we go. So remember, if you like this video, like it. And if you want to see more, subscribe.